All right, Rickey, Smiley morning show. Jeff Johnson got 3 things you need to know. Jeff, good morning, man.
Good morning, my brother. How are you?
Man, I'm good. Blessed and highly favored. Happy to have you.
Man, good to be here, and I am incredibly thankful to be with you. So listen, y'all, we are getting ready to head into the 4th of July, and America is celebrating 250 years, and whether they're doing it on the White House lawn by punching each other in the face or whether they're doing it in communities in different parts of the country, every year around this time, I find myself, Rick, going back to Frederick Douglass and his famous speech, "What to the slave is the 4th of July?" Douglass wasn't saying America shouldn't celebrate. He was asking a harder question: who gets to experience the freedom we're celebrating? And that's still a question worth asking. For 250 years, America has existed without ever truly centering Black people. We arrived here as property before we were ever recognized as people. We were a product that became an asset that helped build one of the wealthiest nations in the history of the world. Think about this, Rick. We've only been free from slavery for about half as long as we were in it. And that doesn't erase our progress. In fact, it really contextualizes that we have done as a people unbelievable things as we remind how young our freedom actually is. So while America celebrates this first 250, maybe it's time for us to ask a different question. What should the next 250 years mean for us, for Black folks? Because if we don't define that future, somebody else is already trying to define it for us. The next 250 years can't be about surviving systems that weren't built with us in mind. It has to be about building systems that reflect our imagination, our values, our priorities, our legacy, our ancestral wisdom, the things that our ancestors dreamed about but could not achieve. That means us centering ourselves in the choices we make every day. Rick, when I hear us talking, I don't always hear us centering ourselves in how we spend our money, and centering us in how we vote, centering us in who we partner with, centering us in what businesses we build, in what neighborhoods we invest in, and centering us in the stories we tell about ourselves. And most importantly, we have to identify another generation of thinkers, of writers, of artists, of entrepreneurs, of technologists, and organizers who right now are trying to imagine a future where they don't begin by asking, what will everybody else accept? But instead ask, what do our people need to thrive? Our responsibility is not just to applaud them. It's to fund them. It's to mentor them. It's to vote for them. It's to hire them. It's to build with them. Because the next chapter of Black history will not be written by the loudest voices. I don't care if you got 1 million followers but can't move people to prosperity. I don't care if you've got 100,000 people following you but you haven't built anything. It'll be written, Rick, by the people bold enough to imagine a future we've never been allowed to fully see. Right. I'm gonna leave you with the words of Octavia Butler, unbelievable Black futurist and writer and thinker who understood that imagining the future is one of the most powerful things we can do. She said, the very act of trying to look ahead to discern possibilities and offer warnings is in itself an act of hope. As America celebrates 250 years, let's celebrate too, but let's also commit ourselves to imagining and building a future where Black people are no longer an afterthought, because the next 250 years should finally be a story that we write from the center and not from the margins. Those are things I got for you, brother.
Good stuff, Jeff. Man, appreciate you always. Jeff, let everybody know how you can be reached.
Y'all hit me at Jeff's Nation on IG. Let me know what your vision is for the next 250 years of us before we think about joining with anybody else. Y'all have a good one. Have a great holiday. I'll come back when we on the other side.
Yes, sir. You too, big dog. Hey, y'all, more Rickey Smiley Morning Show coming up.